guys, welcome back to Plant Wishlist Wednesdays. All right, you guys. So, if you're new here, you guys, on Wednesdays, what I normally do is I pick two plants out of my wish list. Whoa, out of my wish list. And basically, I go over the aspects of the plant, usually the pricings, basically how to take care of the plant, if it was in my care, just basically if I had this plant, you guys, what it would end up looking like. Fingers crossed, hopefully. But yeah, guys, I normally just pick two plants out of the list and go over the aspects of these plants. I can tell you that I've lost count, honestly. Where we are now, we're in maybe like, I don't know, I've done like 18 to 24, something like that, in that span. But today, you guys, I have for you a Philodendron and a Monstera. Um, Now these two here, very expensive, very expensive. At least for one of them, very expensive that I know for a fact, very expensive. And then the other one, when I did see it the last time I did look it up, you guys, it was very expensive. But if my memory is serving me right, once upon a time, oh nope, okay, yeah, never mind. It's the other plant that I'm thinking about that I did. I found it a long time ago, and I should have got it then before they started to go missing and prices just start to go sky high. But let's go ahead and jump straight into it, you guys. So the first plant that I have, you guys, hopefully I'm pronouncing this right. Aurea, I think it's an Aurea. Aurea Bipedifolium. Now, oh my, you guys should know how I feel about green. Like the color of this Bipedifolium, Aurea is like, it looks better than Kelly green. I don't know if you guys know Kelly green, but Kelly green is just ooh, it's a real nice color. There are some better color shades of Kelly green now. Don't get me wrong, but the Kelly green is nice. But this Bipedifolium is more like a um I would say like a lemon kind of color. Is that, I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of like this here leaf stem off of, oh, see, off of my this is a table light, guys. You basically use it for anything. So, and it was a leaf. So anyway, why not? But yeah, it's this color here, and you guys should already know I will be adding pictures up here as well. But this Bipedifolium is just like your regular, I would say green, farm Bipedifolium. This plant will grow the exact same. Now, the only difference about this plant here is, is that pretty green. That is it. Um, I do know for a fact that it is an aroid, of course, since it is philodendron. They will grow technically the same way. We know for a fact that we want bigger, mature leaves, we need that plant to actually grow up something or trail up something, crawl up something, however you want to call it, but it's usually grow up something to actually get the leaves to mature. Now, I can tell you, this plant here, even the regular form, I guess the horsehead Bipedifolium, it is just one awesome plant. Only again just because of how the leaves morph, or as they mature, rather, once they age. Once the plant ages, this plant is just wonderful, you guys. If you're looking at this leaf shape, it kind of reminds me of a yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna put the picture up there. I'm not even finna try to even describe it, but I'll put the picture up there what it reminds me of. But I would the most definitely want to try and get one of these. I've never looked it up a long time ago, only because of, I honestly, you know what, you guys, I honestly don't know why I've never um went past this here Well, never. Well, I don't understand why I never looked up this plant a long time ago. Now, the one I think that's on the list for next week. Now, that plant I know for a fact I looked up, which actually started to crave for those kind of plants. And yeah, we get into that one I guess next week. But yeah, after that one, I mean, I just you kind of know, but you don't know there are the same kinds well, same color. Hmm. I don't even know how to pronounce that, but different variations of plants, but same variations of plants, but in different species. If you get what like I'm like albo, almost every species have like an albo something. So, um, yeah, I didn't really even think about thinking that there were more of those plants, and that is honestly why I just stopped searching. But I'm kind of upset because I really should have you guys search for that plant when I'm pretty sure prices were way cheaper than what they are now. Like this Bipedifolium aria, if I'm not mistaken. It could have just been for that full plant and it looked a lot mature, but that still is a lot. It was over 1,000, so says a lot. So yeah, guys, this is like a regular philodendron. You would treat this regular philodendron, so you will treat it as such. Of course, you will need your bright indirect light. Now, also, this bipedifolium kind of reminds me of um, color wise, like my golden goddess or my lemon lime philodendron. That color is just. I just love the color, you guys, especially when you have a nice selection of plants with different colors, and then you do know you also have the ones that have the pop of color, and those are the ones that actually stand out. I don't want to say the most because the princesses they actually stand out the most just because of the pink, but the extra bright when the light hits it, they actually stand out as well. But yeah, you'll treat this just like your regular philodendron. You guys, if you want your leaves to mature, you must give them something to climb up. Of course, they will trail if you want them to, but if I'm not mistaken, the leaves will get smaller or will just stay a smaller size than, excuse me, guys, a smaller size than than the actual mature vines, or matter of fact, the vines that are trailing upward instead of down. Um, these plants, of course, give off aerial roots just like most of your aeroids do. If once, hopefully, let's go ahead and let's put a time. I usually put time frames on these guys. This one here, if the prices are where I think they are, then I just cannot. No time soon. That is a definite answer. No time soon on getting this one. But if something, might happen where I can do like a trade, or it comes as a gift or something of that nature, then I will treat it as such. You guys it will go straight, and I mean straight into the grow tent once I've used my you probably can see it right in the corner there. That is my castor oil soap, you guys. I literally swear by that stuff. It works wonders. I'll make sure that I use my soap to actually clean it, if anything. Well, usually, you guys, I usually clean my plants even though it looks like there's nothing there, just to make sure the things that are there that I can't see that are probably there, spray it anyway, just to make sure. So yeah, I'll spray it, and if I'm pretty sure it'll be a cutting if the prices are high, or no, then I'll have to grow it out, which is no problem. Then of course it makes my life a lot easier because you guys know that I grow these things in spag. So water to spag is just perfect transfer for me. I'm going to see can I find some mature forms of this. Now I've seen some almost kind of mature, but I want to see that actual just dramatic horsehead shape. And I know with these plants in that color, oh, it is just going to be just a mouth watering plant. Now, like I said, this plant will be in some um highlight situation rather inside of the grow tent, plenty of humidity, so I'm not worried about it drying out. This plant will actually love it, especially seeing all the rest of the plants with the air roots popping out. just wonderful. She will go in there and just spend her days in there, basically until they get too big, outgrow the tent rather, and hopefully mature from the tent. And by that time, the lighting situation, with me more than likely getting some more grow lights, will be a lot better. But yeah, guys, this plant here, as you can see, is just, yeah, she has her own. She just, she's the type of plant that if she walks in the room, she demands attention. I mean, most people don't even wear like lime green or those colors, but if you do, or if you see something that color, it stands out. But yeah, you guys, I want this plant and hopefully I can get it, but I know for a fact me purchasing it won't happen anytime soon. With that price, I know for a fact again I can get a lot more wish list plants with that price again if it's that high. But yeah, she will be kept in the tent, growing up one of my moss planks and just living her best life. And again, I'm going to try to get my hands on it. Paying for it, just not happening. But who knows, guys. But yeah, guys, that is the Aria Bipedifolium. If you haven't seen or heard this plant before, you've heard it here. If the pictures are not doing you any justice, you guys go and check this plant out. Um, you might know someone who have it and they probably don't even know they have it. Trust me, it happens. So look it up, if you can. Go check it out. This is one wonderful plant, you guys. Let's move on to the next one. Now, the next one, you guys, is a Monstera. I know most of you guys, at least 95% of you guys who know what a pothos is, maybe a Brazil in that area should know, or definitely if you know a out in sunny eye, then you most definitely should know what a Deliciosa Monstera mint looks like. Oh my. When plants mint, now it actually, now when the plants are, yeah, when the plants do the little mint, it kind of reminds me of my golden goddess. If you guys have one of those, they come out like they just different shades of green before it hardens off, and then it has like specks of dark green. I'm pretty sure to help with the photosynthesis process, chlorophyll, sugar, stuff like that. But it has a nice speckling marble on it. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure my new one that I had has exactly the marbling that I was looking for. It's kind of dark, deep. It's just wonderful. I know that video is out, you guys. Run over and check it out. But yeah, this Monstera mint, of course, I'm adding pictures. There's nothing negative you can say about this plant except for it's probably not in your collection. That's probably it. That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, every other plant has bugs, and you know, if you miss a watering, maybe uh um a brown tip or something, or if you just forget to water, leaves fall off. It happens, but there's nothing negative you really can say about a Monstera mint unless you don't have one. And yeah, that's the only negative thing I can say is I don't have one. Yeah. Um, Now I've done my research on these things. I have not yet to have the pleasure of seeing one of these up close. Now I have seen a Thai constellation and a Monstera albo up close so far, but anything outside of that I have not yet seen. But hopefully I can, and more than likely it'll have to be with me traveling to different nurseries. I don't know. You don't even know what word I was just fixing to say, but it'll be me traveling to different nurseries to basically see like some nurseries have a big mother plants of albos and mints and stuff. It'll have to be something like that. Kind of how I seen my both of the other two monsteras that I just mentioned. But other than that, you guys, you would treat this monstera just like any other monstera. You should know, as you can see, these leaves, they get just like with any other monstera or philodendron, guys. They get huge, and the bigger they are, of course, the more dramatic um the leaves get, and then also you get more of the dramatics from the mint as well. Now these plants do exactly just like your Florida ghost and Like I just said, my golden goddess. They do this. They come out okay, just almost like any. Well, I don't say almost like any, but they come out one color, and once they're hardened off, then they're completely something else. And usually, when they're hardened off, it's just basically, usually the part that is coming through the green or the darker foliage colors. Those are the ones that are pulling in most of the. Oh, wow, what I was gonna say carbohydrates. Whoa. Pulling in most of the let's just say things for photosynthesis, you guys. I'm not gonna go down there because I just said carbohydrates. Okay. Um, but it's helping the plant with the photosynthesis process. When those darker colors, greens and dark olives, stuff like that come in on your plant, is there to actually help the plant out. That way, it doesn't have to worry about any other extra bright light sources or it getting under or over too much light. But again, these plants are just wonderful. You would treat this guy just like any other monstera. You most definitely do not want to overwater these guys at all. If anything, I use a quick draining kind of chip bark. I don't say orca bark. It's kind of thick, depending on what kind of orca bark you're using. But mixture to kind of give your plant those roots the aeration that they need, which is just basically what they basically what they are grown in. From quote unquote where they're from. So if you give a plant exactly, you guys, you should know if you give a plant exactly what they're needing, then they're going to grow and just show out for you. But again, guys, bright and direct light, nothing too bright. Again, these plants are very sensitive just because they're not the pure green. And when they're not that pure green, then in cases like that, kind of like your elbow, then you can risk burning some spots on those leaves, and I'm pretty sure you don't want that. So, of course, just about with any plant, even with some succulents, I would not put them in direct sunlight unless they're like the ones that come from like the savannah desert or something weird that you know they need 14 hours of sunlight or they're just gonna die, something like that. But other than that, usually you guys full sun. Most plants can only handle, I would think not even more than 45, 30 minutes, depending on the intensity of the heat. Because if we're talking like 90 plus, yeah, we're giving to take 20, 30 minutes before they're looking horrible. Um, and come the next day, I'm pretty sure it's not gonna look too good. But anyway, you guys, make sure that those roots stay moist. I would like I said, recommend using that type of soil, and keeping up with the watering. Now, if I had this plan, more than likely I'm going to treat it like my other deliciosa in there. I'm going to let it grow up for a while. I thought about doing a plank for it, but yeah, that is definitely not going to work. But I'm thinking about using some thicker bamboo post beams for those because I know they're very strong um to hold her up. Now, yeah, it should work. So, she will be grown that way, but most likely, depending on the size, which I'm pretty sure if I do get one of these guys, let me tell you, I will not be paying out the pocket for it just because of how expensive it is. So, if I do acquire one of these, it will be, um, more than likely gifted. I'm pretty sure I have nothing of nature to trade for one, no, for one of those, but hopefully it'll be gifted or something like that. And who knows, one day I probably could be able to afford a whole plant, so let's just throw that up in the air, so yeah, other than that, if I do get it, it's probably gonna be a note. Then I would have to, again, just like most of my plants, I've when I get them, basically what I do, I treat them again with my spray, and I place them in water, put them in a warmer location, bright, usually It goes in the bathroom, which is real bright. Now there is a spot outside that I can actually put water in, and it's very humid and bright. So most of my cuttings now have been outside growing, and the growth rate is spectacular. Then once they grow, then I bring them in, and what I usually look for is the actual grow point, the cotyledon. Once it's up and almost out, then I take them um out of the water and then straight into spag. And then once it goes into spag, guys, and it usually goes straight into um her actual housing that she will be housed in for, let's just pray, if I can get at least a year and a half out of it, I will push it. But I doubt it with this plant. So more than likely it'll have to be in one of the bigger ones that you've probably seen already in one of the haul videos that I did. So I'm gonna have to keep that in mind as well. But yeah, guys, I will get this plant, and just having all four of them, the four that I know, which is the five that I know. The fifth one is the regular Deliciosa included. So having all five of those will be just a wonderful collection within a collection. Something, well, I don't want to say simple, but it's at a hands reach. Even though it's not feasible price wise for me, but it's in the hand reach. At least I know I can go online and definitely purchase them if I ever come across the money for them. But yeah, just thinking about it, just having them lined up on four and just five and just yeah, guys. But yeah, that is it for today's video. I have the Aurea Bipedifolium, which is one wonderful plant, and then I have also the Monstera mint as well, which is an even more spectacular plant, you guys. Again, I know for a fact some of you, more than likely, more than half of you have heard of this plant. If not, you guys go check it out, and then also go check out the other varieties of this Monstera. I think there are 5 total, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe there's 4, but I think there are 5. 1, 2, 3. Yep, there are 5. Yep, there's the Albo Aria. Yeah, so yeah, go check the 5 out, you guys. They're wonderful. Trust me, you will see all 5 here on guaranteed on WishList Wednesdays. But yeah, guys, that is it here for today's video. Thanks for coming back and supporting the channel. Please do me a favor, hit that like button. Also, comment down below. Let me know if you heard of these plants. Let me know if you have these plants. Let me know if you can just walk into your nursery and find a Monstera mint, which I know some of these people can. I mean, of course, it's not like $50, $40, but still $200, $300 in the nursery. Nice size plant. Oh my, that is such a deal. But let me know down in the comment section below. Also, guys, make sure that subscribe button is gray and not red. And I will see you guys next week, same time, with another video. Bye.